here in San Mateo, California, and this is our third time we've come out to Maker Faire, and it is crazy. Cindy's come out from North Carolina. She helps with make and takes, and we also have a guest today, Lisa Fulmer from Cindi Publishing. And we have a really great project. Now, first of all, before we get into it, I'm just warning you, we are in the heart of the action.
Crazy.
It's very crazy, it's windy, and there's lots of noise. So we're gonna do the best we can to get through this project. Today we're using TAP. And TAP is called Transfer Artist Paper. That's kind of their little nickname. And this stuff is absolutely amazing. And Cindi has done a great project. But before Cindi gets going, I'm going to have Lisa tell us a little bit about the new book that's out.
Yep, Leslie Riley brought TAP to us, and she now has a new book out, Create with Transfer Artist Paper. It's a really fabulous how-to book with lots of projects, 15 different projects from Leslie and a bunch of her madly talented friends, and you will love all the projects that are in here.
Pick one.
Yeah, every project is really fun. It teaches you all about how to use TAP on all different surfaces. You're going to love it.
So be sure to go to your local craft quilting store, local bookstore to pick a copy of this book up, and as well as the TAP as well. Now, Cindi has this amazing project, so I want you to tell you about, because you get stopped at the airport all the time when you're with your Lion, right?
Years ago, I made a Lion Tote bag, and I bring it with me every time I travel. And at least 2 people every airport always ask me where I got it and comment about how cute it is. So we wanted to recreate it. And this TAP paper is the perfect way to do that.
Totally.
Because it's amazing.
It's phenomenal. The detail in this product is just absolutely amazing. You can print direct from your inkjet printer onto the paper. You can use a regular photograph. This was the original photograph that I started with, just to kind of give you an idea of how crisp and how clear the image is with TAP. I mean, you can see the actual little fur in his mane, the little hairs. It's just amazing. I wanted to give it sort of an artsy feel. So I took it into a photo editing software and cropped it down so that we got his face and kind of gave it a watercolor kind of effect.
Nice.
So it's kind of looks like a painting.
Really, really cool.
Makes it kind of funky.
Super cool.
And fills up the bag a little bit more. So you simply iron the product onto the bag, and we're going to show you how to do that. I did want to mention a couple of important things. First of all, be careful of seams and stitching and things like that, because it can possibly affect your image. And I pulled the bottom of the bag out so that would not be a wrinkle in our image either.
Oh, good tip.
The other thing is these canvas bags are obviously a rough canvas. So your image is going to have almost a painting type feel. It's not going to be a perfectly crisp image. If you like the real crisp image kind of effect, you can transfer it first onto a cotton and then just put that onto your bag, and then you get a beautiful clear image like these over here. But let's show you how easy it is to use the TAP and how beautiful it works.
Great.
All right, so we're just centering our image. And then with an iron set on the high heat setting, it's the best, with no steam. We're going to apply a good firm pressure. You don't want to wiggle it around too much because it could cause a little bit of shift in your image.
You can also use blue painter's tape to tape it down temporarily if you'd like. Once you've got part of it.
How many seconds? About 10 seconds?
I'm
or
going about
20?
20 seconds.
20
I'm
seconds?
kind of counting in my head.
Once you've got it down on one side, then you can, it's pretty well adhered, and then you can move it around a little bit more safely. It'll hold it in place.
And I was running this stuff off in my computer last night, or my printer. Oh, wonderful. Didn't jam the printer, anything. It was
comes
just,
right out.
just like writing a piece of paper.
We were prepping it for the make and takes, and just one right after the other. And even small scale, I mean, this is a large image, and you can see the details in it. We did a make and take here today. We made little pendants and shrunk them down to 2.5 by 3. And you can still read the writing. You can still see the
Lisa was wearing one today.
Lisa had one. It's just amazing how well the detail still shows.
It's so cute.
You can actually read the make, permission to play, and the date, and we started with a photo and collage, and you can see the layers. It's amazing. So once you get the whole image, about 20 seconds in each area, I'm just going over the whole thing lightly again, because when you lift it, you want to be sure to lift it when it's still hot.
Take a little peek.
Take a little peek. Oh, and a little longer.
And you can't overdo it. So
Yeah.
if you peek and it's not quite
Yeah,
transferred
just
all
go
the
back
way, just
over
go
it.
back over it.
I think it's because I'm on an edge. It's really not going to matter for this project because we're going to cover the edges anyway. You can tear the edge of it, you can scratch out the edge of it, you can make it really neat effect. Let's start down here. Yep, all right.
Got it?
Here's the magic.
Here it comes.
No, now see, now you can put it back
okay.
down and
We did
grab
a little
that.
lifting there.
Watch your
Lisa's going to fix
fingers.
it.
Lisa's gonna
If you
get
have
Lisa's
an
gonna get
iron,
it.
if you have an iron that has holes in the plate, you want to be careful of those because there's not any heated surface getting in
that's-
touch
Oh, right,
with it.
the little holes.
Yeah,
right.
so that's the thing is that's where you might get a little bit of issues, but then it should come right back up. Let's see how it looks.
Okay, here it
Beautiful.
comes.
There we go. Oh, see,
Whoop, we got to miss one.
with a large image, you kind of got to
Yeah,
fuss
well,
with it
it's a
bit.
little harder with the larger image.
And you have to realize our elements that we're dealing in
Yeah,
today.
we're trying to work
Oh, got it over
on
here.
the go here.
And you can't overdo it. You can go back over it, no problem. There we go.
Wow.
You hear the angels singing? Okay, wait. One more little
little
tap
bit
Because it
here.
cooled off.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, with the larger images, it's definitely a little more of a challenge.
But it's really nice that you have room to go back
And
do
redo it.
again.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So there he
Look at that.
is. Isn't he pretty? You can still see his watercolory kind of effect. If you are doing text, make sure you reverse your image because otherwise it's going to be reversed when you iron
Yep.
it on. So you want to make sure you do that.
Okay.
So then we'll go to the next step, which is super easy.
On your way.
No, you're fine. Our lion had to have a mane, and this great trim from Expo International was just the perfect solution because it's fuzzy and fun.
Well, it
Cool,
really
I love
does
it.
look like a lion.
It looks like a
looks
lion's mane. I mean, the colors are perfect. And I'm using the Elmer's Craft Bond fabric glue to hold it on.
And Cindi, if you were a stitcher, if you like sewing, you could just
Certainly
you
could
could just sew it on
yeah,
too.
but I'm all about glue, so.
Yeah, well, I like needles and threads. So.
Yeah. And I just started with a little bit, and I put it on piece by piece.
And then you just have to give it a lot of drying time, right?
Yes, give it a lot of drying time, and I actually put something heavy on top of it to make sure it was sticking down
Okay.
really well. But I just started at one edge and just continued.
It is so cute.
Around.
So you get the idea.
Yeah, you get the basic idea. Yeah, his mane goes all the way around.
And the magic.
And then-
more magic.
Now this one was ironed onto the piece of cotton first, which is why
Okay.
it looks a little bit different, just to give you an idea of the effect. But there he is with his mane all glued on.
Cindi, this is great. This
It's
is
just-
a
it's
really,
fun. It's
really
super
fun
easy.
project. And let's just bring in a couple of the other little projects here to take a look that you've done. You have the zebra.
The zebra, he's got his mane, and he's got a little bit of an old skirt torn up, added as
So
trim,
cute.
And then we have the
I love
giraffe.
the patchwork you did here.
and this is again, it's a skirt. It's a couple
I
of
love
old skirts,
it.
and I did different effects in the editing software, and yet they all worked great with the tap paper.
And you upcycled an old
oh
skirt.
yeah,
that's
I
great.
do a lot of repurposing.
Yeah, so
so-
this is just a really super great project. Like you said, there's all kind. You can do it on your bags, and then of course pick up the book because there's even more really fabulous projects in there.
wood, metal, glass. It's
Yeah.
Cindi
It's
and
amazing.
Lisa, thank you so much for joining us. And you know what you say? When creativity knocks,
Open the door.